Today we're comparing a real pair of £130 Hoka Cliftons with these budget-friendly AliExpress alternatives to see if they truly measure up in terms of fit, comfort and budget.
Let's start out looking at the appearance of these shoes. And first off, looking at the colour, you can tell I've gone with a really boring black on black. But starting at the sole, the tread pattern looks identical and features all of the Hoka branding that you'd expect. The colour is accurate and it looks identical to the real deal. The major difference, however, is how the sole is attached to the upper. The application of the glue looks sloppy and excess glue is clearly present on the upper. Moving up to the tongue, toe, heel and other parts of the shoe, they all look really convincing. All the branding is there. The colour looks different though, but not inferior. The blacks look a little bit deeper if anything on the fake shoes, but this could be due to the fact that I've previously washed the real pair. When closely comparing the pattern on the toe, it does look slightly different and the checkerboard pattern looks slightly different. But again, I wouldn't notice this without something to compare it with. Due to the messy glue alone, that's a thumbs down on the appearance from me.
In terms of materials, again, the replicas stack up pretty well. Starting from the top, the laces look identical. The upper on the genuine pair is made from a recycled polyester woven knit. Moving on to the midsole, this is made from EVA on the real pair, and feeling the fake pair, they feel identical. I don't know if that's a real test to know if they're made from the same stuff, but I can't see any visual differences, and I suspect they are actually the same thing. Hoka make the outsole from durabrasion rubber to provide traction and durability. Again, I can't see the differences, but this part of the outer sole is already coming away on the fake pair after about 30 kilometers of use. So the application of glue is clearly different, or there's clearly something different going on in the outsole. The real shoes are 270 grams in my size and 327 grams in the fakes. As the materials look identical, I'm really happy with this, but as the outsole is already coming away after 20 kilometers, that's got to be a thumbs down on the build quality. Let's talk about fit and comfort. In terms of comfort, the Hoka Clifton is really well known for its generous fit and its roomy toe box. It provides comfort for miles on end. The replica shoes feel identical to the real shoes on that front, and they're comfortable in terms of their sizing and their fit. The toe is roomy and components such as the tongue, sole and heel are really well built and they feel comfortable. So what is the verdict on fit and comfort? Well, it's a solid thumbs up from me. The replicas feel identical in terms of how they fit and how comfortable they are for me. I don't really care that they're much heavier than the real pair. These are not carbon racers, these are everyday shoes. So that is fine for me. Let's talk about value for money. I bought a real pair of Clifton 9s last year from sportshoes.com for £130. I've had them for a year and I haven't really worn them as running shoes. I've worn them as everyday shoes. The fake shoes were bought from AliExpress for £35 and including shipping they arrived at my door for £42. They took about a week to arrive, which isn't too bad. I think £42 for a pair of Cliftons is amazing. Compared to £130, that is an amazing saving. Only time will tell how long they actually last and if it is truly value for money. So what's my verdict? Should you buy, avoid or consider these shoes? These shoes are great. They're brilliant clones of what is a great design and a comfortable shoe in the Clifton. However, there is a lot of competition at this price point. And if you're on a budget and looking for a shoe at around the £50 mark, there are many contenders. And I would personally consider the Reebok Float Ride 2 as the main contender for these shoes. I would also have a look at the Puma Velocity 2. In my view, the known longevity of a genuine pair of a well-known brand of shoes outweighs the replica. So I would avoid these for an everyday training shoe. But if you just want a pair of shoes for the street, go ahead, these will work fine.